Let's go. Bright lights, superstars, visitors are home teams, sports fans cheering loud. You can hear they souls scream in the huddle sports. That's the theme for the analysts, the realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Yo, ready, set, break, coming live to your plane. Let's go. In the huddle.
Welcome to In the Huddle Sportcast. I'm your host, JD the Guru. Today I got a special guest with me, Jay Hill.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Good morning.
Hey, you're looking a little dapper there, brother.
Got to add a little excitement to the set, man.
All right, man, it's week 8 of college, and it's week 7 of NFL season, man. It's going by pretty fast. We got the guru of picking, the picker, man, Mr. Jay Hill, man, gonna be talking about the college, the NFL, for all you gamblers out there, all the folks that like to win the thousands with the bookie. Exactly, man, what's going on in college this week, man?
It's a lot going on. You got to pay attention to the sleepers that you can take full advantage, put money on the underdog, but you also got to, watch out for the trap games. I advise people, if you see a spread that you like, go money line, throw a little bit on it, but also tease it for insurance. With that being
so when you say tease it, exactly what you mean when you say tease it?
When I say tease it, you have different teasers that mean like you either adding or subtracting points from the spread or the over and under. You try to make it more beneficial to yourself, so that way you'll have advantage, gain more house money, and continue to stack your own money to the side while you playing with house money.
Okay.
But what I don't seen that was like so enticing was Wake Forest minus 3 at Army. Wake Forest good at throwing the ball and running the ball. Army, they love to run the ball, but the problem they had, they one-dimensional. Even though they're a little bit scrappy, I just feel like this is Wake Forest year, and they're gonna protect their undefeated season. I also like the fact the plus with Oklahoma State at Iowa State. I'm like, you giving Oklahoma State an undefeated team that's very defensively sound, some points. Me personally, I would go to money line because that's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. With Oregon, they back against the wall, but they also getting 3 points going to UCLA. They playoff hopes is still alive, so they can't afford to lose this game. And you also giving them 3 points with Oregon. Ooh, that UCLA is a solid team. Could be surprising. Even though Oregon is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games, but they also 6-2 versus they divisional people. I would have to go with Oregon. With Clemson, Clemson got a good defense. Everyone sees that, but their offense is doo-doo. But I still like them with the 3 points at Pitt because Pitt cannot stop nobody. And I feel like Clemson defense will cause a couple of turnovers that will get them gain good field position for them to punch it in.
So aside from that, are you kind of surprised at Clemson this year?
Oh, yes, I am. Well, yes and no. Yes, because of the type of coach they have, the type of recruiting that they do. But I'm not surprised because they had to adjust and replace a lot of people.
Right.
On the fly. I don't expect them to turn around in one season. Next year, they might start back competing like they supposed to, but this year, no.
So you put it all on the new quarterback, or do you think it's just an overall recruiting thing with the defense and offense together? Do you think the quarterback is better than? I mean, I know he's no comparison to Trevor Lawrence, but do you think it's an overall team thing or just lack of quarterback?
It's an overall team thing. You can't just base one thing on one player, especially on the offensive side. Yes, the defense holding their end up and the offense not, producing, but yet and still when he do have good games, your receivers not, catching the ball. That right there, give you lack of confidence as a quarterback when your running back is not, putting, running hard and, just things like that. But it's an overall group thing.
Okay.
Last but not least, I like Utah minus the 3 at Oregon State. Oregon State is another scrappy team, but I have to take a field goal to cover with Utah because I think they're finally starting to hit their stride and get their offense going, and they already have a good defense. I just feel like Oregon State don't have enough. With those same teams I just called out, which we were talking about earlier, with the teaser, you have different ones: a half, 3 point, 4 point, 6 point, 7 point teaser. You also even have super teasers, as in like 10 and 13 point. It all depends on you and how you want the income of your money to come in. And like I said, I advise people, to stick with my philosophy. Take low risk, high reward, so that that way. What I mean by that, don't throw so much money out there that you can't afford, and you steady climbing out the hole throughout the rest of the season. And by the time the season over with, either you still in the hole or you just break even. Just do a little bit of here, there, and showing your pitch down. Don't always try to go for the gusto. What I mean by the gusto, don't always try to hit it big and think you're gonna get rich off one ticket. Take your time. Don't do 5 and 6 spread or 7 spread. If you know you ain't hitting it, just relax. Do a 2 or 3 pick regular spread, or do a 5 or 16 6-point teaser, 7-point teaser. Any income better than no income. I always remember that.
So when I'm gambling, I'm making my little picks. It's always best to me to do a 2 pick. To me, it's always a little more guaranteed. But I get a little bit beside myself only because I'm the type of gambler that don't bet a whole lot of money. I'm a low risk, high reward type of gambler. I may take $20 to $50 and try to turn that into $500 to $1,000. So it's always one pick. I either do 3, 4, or 5 teams. Sometimes it's always one team that don't cover. And I'm like, when you look at the 2 pick, it never brings enough money. So basically, I'm like, it's in a sense, I'm being a little greedy when I know I could just take the guaranteed teams instead of throwing those other teams on there. Do you find that like when people gambling, they just take the good money instead of trying to reach?
Of course.
Or play more tickets to where you get this guaranteed money and then take a chance on this?
Yeah, of course. Because people more so when it comes to gambling, especially sports betting, they lack patience. So it's just like you do your 2 picks or your 3 picks, whatever you feel comfortable with. But you also gotta remember 2 picks, 3 picks, ain't no pick is guaranteed until you hit. You can think it look golden, but things can easily go wrong. But back to what you asked me. Like I said, you could do 2 picks, which I would do 2 picks, and like accumulate some house money. So that way, when you accumulate enough that you feel comfortable with, or if it's like started working for you, whatever, continue on with the process. Because when you try to go for them, when you're looking at the number, when you put it in, you be like, oh, they can bring back this much, that much. If I go 1 more pick, 6 more pick, but you keep doing that, trying to be greedy, you instead of losing that money that you could have put on your 2 pick.
All right. So before we move to NFL, man, just quick opinion. You like Alabama or Georgia this year?
That is me personally. To be honest, I like Georgia. But the flip side to that, it depends on Georgia head coach. If Georgia can get past that, if Kirby Smart can just have everything to go his way against Alabama, because you can't get you basically getting Alabama 2 times to try to win a national championship. That's not no good thing with Nick Saban. And it's just like for them guys to know how I feel, to be clowned and lose the type of program they won, they're in the most dangerous spot as of right now. Georgia will have to play the best game ever.
Right. I agree. But I do think Georgia will pull it off this year. But yeah, like you said, with Alabama already losing the game, it's be tough to beat Nick Saban. So we're gonna see how that go, man. So on to the NFL, man. What's your picks for the NFL?
NFL is, as y'all know, it's been a crazy season. You know, when you think stuff is guaranteed, it's not guaranteed. When teams be covering in the get go and let a team, backdoor and cover, you be like, what the hell? But with that being said, I like New England at the house against the Jets. I just don't have no faith in the Jets quarterbacks, even though they don't have 2 weeks to prepare. 2 weeks to prepare to go to New England. I still like New England and cover them 7. I like the Bengals on the road plus the 6 versus Baltimore. Even though Baltimore been playing
Great.
Yeah, great, lights out, whatever. If you really pay attention, the Bengals, when they lose, they haven't lost by no more than 3 points all season. They are good on the offensive side and the defensive side. I still honestly feel that Baltimore won't be able to slow them down like that. And that's a divisional game. So, and to lay 6 points with a team that, got some heart, I will take that all day. You had to show me. I like Tennessee at home versus Kansas City. Kansas City can't stop nobody. I think Trevor Kelsey have a lingering injury for as Tyreek Hill. Even if they play, they're not going to be 100%. Even though Tennessee is not good on the defensive side, I feel like they have enough to keep pace with Kansas City and also slow down the game with the run of Derrick Henry. I just feel like KC cannot stop them. I also like the over in that game too, which is at 57 points. I also like Detroit on the road at the Rams for Jared Goff home game plus 15 points. Even though Detroit is sorry as hell, at the end of the day, you got to remind yourself they are still national football player. Some pride got to take place. And with 15 points on the line, you just got to take that. I also like San Francisco at home against the Colts, -4. I feel like the Colts secondary is depleted. It's on his last leg. And whichever quarterback is back there for San Francisco, I think will be able to move the ball consistently. And I feel like on the defensive side, San Francisco has enough to load the box up to stop Jonathan Taylor and run like a man or a nice little cover scheme to slow their pass down. To me, Carson Wentz is just too prone to mistakes for me to trust him with my money. I also like Miami at home against the Falcons +2. The Falcons cannot stop no one. Miami is not that good either. But I will have to take the home team that has fight +2.5.
I have no quarrels with that, but if you're a fantasy player, play Cordero Patterson. He should get off tomorrow in Ridley, and the Miami running back, the Dolphins running back. Play those 3. It should be a high scoring affair because both of them. Sorry, but I had no problem with that.
Well, you also can't forget since Tua back, Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle, yeah,
Yeah.
he went off last week too.
Yeah, I think it'll be a repeat this week. But, who knows? Those for the regular picks. The 6-point teaser that I like is Tampa Bay at home against Chicago. The regular spread, I'm giving you an example. I like them for a 6-point teaser because the higher you tease your bets, your picks, the more money you got to put down to see somewhat of the money that you want. The lower the teaser you choose, the more you'll get closer to the regular spread or the money line that you choose to bet if the team is in the plus. But with that being said, these are the teams that I like for the 6-point teaser. I like Tampa Bay at home. The regular spread is 12.5. If you take 6 points, it will be at 6.5, which lead them to cover, beat Chicago by a touchdown. I love that pick. I like Green Bay at home, -6. I mean, the regular spread is -9.5. With the 6-point teaser, it turns to 3.5 against Washington. Washington can't stop nobody. They're not the same sound defensively team as last year. They show little sparks here and there, but I don't think they're gonna be able to keep pace with Green Bay. So I like them to cover 3.5 with the 6-point teaser. As I previously stated, I like Miami at the house, plus 2.5 against the Falcons. You give them 6 points, will boost it up to 8.5. New England at the house, -7. You add a 6-point teaser, it will take it down to a -1. I like them to beat the Jets by 1 point or more. The Bengals in the division game at Baltimore, you add 6 points to that. I love the Bengals with 12 points on the road in the divisional game with a lot on the line. I like Tennessee at home, plus 11.5 against Kansas City, because Kansas City rarely cover any spreads, and their team is on the decline. My last pick, I like Detroit. +6 will put them at +21 against the Rams. And like I said, Jared Goff going home, trying to prove something to Sean McVay, and I think it's going to be good. And like I said, the reason why you do any type of teaser is just to put insurance on your money, because you can have your regular picks going, that one team that you the 6-point tease and chose not to do it. It will mess you up, and you'll be kicking yourself. Trust me, I know.
I got a surprise pick, man. I think the Chiefs will win by 21. I really don't think the Chiefs gonna lose for a while. I know how they been looking, but I think they're gonna get it together, and they're gonna really come out swinging for the rest of the season. I really don't. Tennessee been inconsistent too, and if you could take Tennessee up out the game by throwing the ball, and if they start out slow, Buffalo kept Tennessee in the game initially in the beginning by kicking field goals. If the Chiefs can come out and put up 14 quick points on them, I feel like that takes Tennessee whole plan out the game. It takes Derrick Henry out the game, because you can run, but you can run the clock out too. And the Chiefs good at throwing the ball too. So if you can help the Chiefs defense out by just forcing Tennessee to throw the ball the rest of the game, that will help tremendously. And I really feel like they'll win by 21.
Well, when you saying they're gonna win by 21, was that 21 reference to what year we in? Or was you talking about they'll win by 21 next year?
They'll win by 21 this Sunday. 21 points they will win by. A bold pick. It's a bold prediction.
Shit, that's a godly prediction.
Nah, man, you'll see. Y'all gonna see. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Look us up, subscribe, follow in the Huddle Sportcast, man. We out.
Hear they souls scream in the Huddle Sports. That's the thing for the analysts. The realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Yo, ready, set, break. Coming live to your plane. Let's go. In the Huddle.